Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Dami of T Exclusive Couture. Today in our tutorial, I'll be learning how to make this beautiful top with side handkerchief flare. So if this is what you are looking at to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial because I'll be taking you through step-by-step process on how to cut this beautiful top. So if you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorial. And for our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and also share the tutorial. If you have any question, you can always drop it in the comment section. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. So for the drafting now, I have my pattern paper on fold. We'll be using the same draft for both the front and the back, but I folded it into two so that we'll have the back separate and the front separate by the time we cut it out. So I have my shoulder line here. For the shoulder line, I step down to the chest line and mark the bust line. The waistline we'll be using will be the back waistline to avoid bulging because it's a dartless top. So I mark the back waistline. From the back waistline, I step down by 8 inches to get the length of the top. So work with whatever length is okay for you. So after then, we go ahead and extend out the lines. After extending it out, so then go ahead and input your measurements on the shoulder line, shoulder divided by 2. You mark the same thing on the chest line and you go ahead and connect it together. So for the shoulder line, you step down by 1 for your shoulder slope and connect it to 3 inches neck width, and you have your shoulder slope like this. So now on the bust line, we are using a stretchy fabric. You are going to do your bust divided by 4 minus 1. But if you are not using a stretchy fabric, you don't need to subtract anything. So my bust is 10 here, minus 1, I have 9. My waist is 8 here, minus 1, I have 7. So I'm going to be marking it. On the hem, you mark your hip divided by 4. You don't need to subtract anything from here. Please, you are not using a stretchy fabric, you don't need to subtract any measurement, and your mom said might even need that, but because the dress is from a stretchy fabric is why we are doing this. Next is to mark out the neckline. So whatever we have remaining on the shoulder line, you divide it into 2. That's going to be the width of the neckline. For the back neck, we'll be using the depth of 1.5 for the back depth, and for the front, we are going to be it's going to be in between the chest line and the bust line. So you just go ahead and mark it. So now you mark out the back neck. Don't forget we are drafting both the front and back together, is why we are doing this. So for the front, it's not really a sharp V neck, so you just make it curvy from the upper part, then you connect it to the down part like this. So just make sure you blend in the neck area very well. So once you have it, this is going to be for the front and one is going to be for the back. So the armhole also, we are going to be doing the 2. So the front and the back, 1/2 inch for the front and 1 inch for the back. So I'll just go ahead and mark it out. I'll be using different color of pen for both the front and the back so that we'll see the difference. So now once we are done, now we go to the hem of the top. So from the waistline, you're stepping down by 4 inches or 5. So I did 5, then you go in by 3 inches and make a straight line at that point. So from the hem also, you step down by 4 to 5. So I'm staying in between. I did 4.5. Then you extend out the line and mark out 4 inches. Please follow whatever I am doing. For the upper part, we did 3. For the down part, I did 4. So this, you are going to be using your free hand and make a slight curve to connect the 2 points together as seen like this. So on the hem on that side, you go up by 1.5 and connect it to the extension that we have on this part here. So this is going to be for the handkerchief effect that we have on the side. So from the waistline on the side, you step down by 1 and connect it to that 3 inches point that we have. Okay, so this part now we'll be separating it. I'll be using slash and spread method to get more fullness. But before we cut out, let's label it to avoid confusion so that we'll not change the direction. So once you are done labeling now, you can go ahead and start cutting out the pattern. So when you are cutting out the pattern, we are going to be cutting out the back first. before cutting out the front. So all this measurement I'm cutting out is for the back bodice. So after cutting that one out now, then we'll separate the two patterns to cut out the front part. If you are enjoying this tutorial, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, comment, and also share the tutorial. And also, if you are here to subscribe, don't forget to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime you have new tutorials. So this is what we have after separating both the front and the back. Now the back is going to be cut on fold. The front is going to be having button allowance for the front. Don't forget it has button down. So the front is going to be having button allowance. Then go ahead and add all the necessary allowance all around it. And it's going to be having a basic sleeve. So once you are done with the upper part now, so for the side, we have the side for the front and the back. We have it here now. So go ahead and label the other side also, so that it will not cause any unnecessary confusion. So I'm just trying here to label it. Alright, so this is what we have for the sides that we cut out. One is going to for the front and one is going for the back. So now we want to do slash and spread method. Then I don't want it to have joining on the side, so you label one part front and you label the other one the back. Then you bring the sides together like this and tape it together. You can use your paper tape to hold it down together. Make sure that it's not overlapping. So to do that now, so the next thing to do now is to mark out the line that we are going to be using for the slash and spread. So I'm marking out the lines on both the front and also on the back like this. Once you are done marking out the lines like this, you get a fresh pattern paper, you place it on it. So we are slashing out all of these lines to be able to spread it out to get more fullness for that part. But when you are slashing it, be careful not to cut through to the waist area. We don't want any excess on that part, so we are not cutting through the waist area. So once you are done slashing out all of these lines now, then you continue to arrange it on the pattern paper. So now the spaces in between all depends on how much space, how much fullness you want it to be. You see that all the cutting through, I did not cut through the waist, so you hold it down on your pattern paper like this. So now you can go ahead and start taping it down like they are saying like this. So I'm taping down the first one, then the distance I'm using in between is going to be 3 inches for each of the slashing. So I'm using 3 inches difference. So the same thing I'm doing to the front, I will do the same thing also to the back and tape it down. So you just go ahead and mark it and tape it. But if you want yours to be wider than that, you can go like 4 inches, but it should not be too wide, because the handkerchief effect is not that wide. So you tape it down like this. So once you are done taping down now, then you had your allowances all around. So on the hem, you had your 0.5 inch allowance following the shape that we have here. Now I'm using freehand because I'm not going to be cutting it, but I'm not going to be sewing it. But if you are sewing yours, please make sure you mark out the exact allowance. And also on the waistline, you had 0.5 inch allowance to hit. So once you are done marking out the allowance now, you can go ahead and cut it out. This is what we have after cutting it out. Then you mark the center like this to know which side is going to which side. So now the upper parts, you would have joined it together on the upper part. Then you are going to be fixing this one on the side, side like this, the handkerchief flare. Then you make sure that the center goes to the joining part. But if you don't want yours to be like this, you want to separate it, separate, you just cut through the separate line like this. You cut through the separate line, so one part will go for the front and the other part will go for the back. Then you go ahead and join it together. But if you are using this method now, we did not have the side joining allowance to the down parts, to these flare parts. So when you are doing yours, you make sure that you had your side joining allowance to hit, to be able to join it to the back bodice also. So this is what is going to be given us. So this is the front and the back is also going to be the same thing like that. Don't forget your side joining allowance. So this brings us to the end of today's class. I hope you're able to learn something new. Don't forget to like, comment, and also share the tutorial. So thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next class.